We good now. You said none of the images won't load when I click the image. Okay, so it's no, you can't keep me up. Okay, so I will post the chart in the file section so that you all will be able to find it. Kalia, it's a different Nearpod, so it's not the same Nearpod code that we had. It's a different one. I'm gonna put it in one more time. So y'all, it was two different Nearpod codes. We had one for our morning message, and now we have a completely new one. Make sure you're using the new Nearpod code. I just dropped it in there. All right, so today, our learning objectives in this lesson, we will identify the place value of numbers through the hundred thousands place. And so when we're thinking about the place value of numbers, when I say place, that means I'm referring to the location of a digit. So I'm going to write that in the chat. So we're talking about place value. And place, when I ask what place we're in, place equals the location. So that means what's the location of the digit? And then if I ask what's the value, that means I want to know how much is it worth? How much is that digit worth? So if you are taking notes, that is definitely good for your notes to have. Place means the location of the digit. So that means I want to know where is the digit located, and the value, if I ask what's the value, I want to know how much that digit is worth, okay? So now we're going on to our next screen, and so for just a second, I want you all to view my screen. So on your Nearpod, so click your Microsoft Teams tab, and you should be viewing my screen. So I'm going to click our first number. Can somebody read this number to me? So use your raise hand feature. And Miss Fresh, can you call on the person who raises their hand? Somebody read me this number.
I got you, Mr. Baker.
Thank you. So we have the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place, and the thousands place. How would I read this number here on the screen?
Taylor, you want to go?
Yes.
Go ahead, read me that number, Taylor. Thank you for volunteering.
5,201.
Yes, very good. 5,201. So we have our ones place, tens, hundreds, and thousands place. So going up to the thousands place, we have, so the 2, the 0, and the 1 is in the units family. So when we have our ones, tens, hundreds, that's our unit family. When we get to our 5, that starts our thousands family. So that's why we have 5,201. All right, so Taylor, help me out. Where do you think the other 5,001 is? We want to try to find a match. So should I go to the first, second, third, or fourth column?
Second. No.
Okay, which one? Which row? The first, second, or third row?
Fourth.
It's only 3.
Oh. Third.
The third one? Okay, let's see. Oh, so that wasn't it, but let's look and see which that one was. Okay, so we have a new number. Thank you, Taylor. Can somebody else who is brave? Oh my goodness. This is up to the hundred thousands, but we can chunk this number. We can chunk it to help us. So can I have another volunteer? And Taylor, make sure you mute your mic back for me until we call on you again. Can I have another brave volunteer try to help? And remember, I just want you to try. If you forgot how to read it, it is okay because Ms. Baker is going to help you. Can somebody try to help me out? How would we read this number?
Lakaya, your hand's been up for a while.
Go ahead, Lakaya.
609.
609.
275.
Okay, good. So at first you said you're 609. So is it 609? What family is it in? Remember, the 2, the 7, and the 5 is in the units family, but the 6, the 0, and the 9 are in the thousands family. So it's 609 what, Lakaya?
1,000.
Yes, great job. So can you read that number over for me one more time? You got it.
6. Hold on.
You got it, Lakaya.
My mute turned off.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. 6. Hold on. 6,009. 295.
Okay, so you had it. So the first time, yes,
75.
Okay, so yes, it's remember. So we want to chunk so we can first cover up that 2, 7, and 5, and that's 609,275. Great job, Lakaya. So now tell me, where do you think we can find the match for this? So is it the first, second, third, or fourth column? Which one should I go to? You get to
The
choose.
fourth?
Okay, you want to go to the fourth one? So should I go to the first row, second row, or third row? Which one?
Second.
The second one, let's see. Oh, not all the way. It was 632. But good job with reading through this. So we tried to do our memory test. It kind of helped us out a little bit with remembering how to read our numbers. So now we're going to go even further into this. So you should still be viewing my screen. Can I get one more brave student? And I know you all are so well. Help me read our new number. And so the new number that we have is written in standard form. Remember, there are 3 types of forms that we read numbers in. We can read it in standard form, word form, or expanded form. And today we're just going to talk about standard and expanded form. So can I have, Ms. Fresh, do we have another brave student that's going to read this number for us?
Yes, Darnell, you ready?
Go ahead, baby. You could chunk that number. So we got 7, 4, and 8. How will we read that? And so we have the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place, the thousands place, the 10,000s place, and then we have the 7 in the 100,000s place. So Darnell, you want to try to read that number for me in standard form?
Okay, we'll try somebody else, Darnell. Omir, you ready?
Okay. Do I do it in standard form for right now?
Yeah, just read the number.
748,215.
That was perfect. Good job. Shout out to you, Omir. That was perfect. So Omir, first he chunked his 7, his 4, and his 8. So he knows that 748, but then he saw that it was in the thousands family. So he said 748,215. That was absolutely perfect, Omir. Shout out to you. All right, so now our question is asking us, it says, look at the number carefully. Write each digit in its place value. So remember, place means the location and value means how much it's worth. So now, if it wants us to tell us to write the digit that's in the tens place. So I know that this is the ones place. So after the ones place is the tens place. And I see that there is a 1 in the tens place. So I'm going to write my 1. And now I want to know how much it's worth. I want to know the value. And so if a 1 is in the tens place, that means I have 110. So that means that 1 is really worth 10. So now next, somebody walk me through this. Which digit? And remember, I told you a digit is 0 through 9. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. What digit is in the thousands place? Raise your hand and Miss Fresh is going to call on you.
Kalia Arnold.
Go ahead, Lily. What digit is in the thousands place, Lily?
7. Wait, no, 4.
Okay, let's start from our ones place. So this is our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and then the 100,000s. So what digit was in the thousands place, Lily?
8.
The 8. So if an 8 is in the thousands place, how much is that 8 worth? If we had an 8 in the thousands place, how much is that going to be worth? Go ahead, yeah. Try as best as you can.
8,000.
Yeah, see why you over there doubting yourself, and that is correct. It is worth 8,000. Good job. And so I'm gonna do one more with you, and then you all are gonna try to do 3 of them on your own. So I'm gonna do the 100,000s place with you all. So we have our 7. We can see that our 7, and if you need help with your place values, you can always start at the ones place, which is where the 5 is, and then count over. So we have our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, then the 10,000s, and then the 100,000s. So now, I know that I have a 7 in the 100,000s place, but I want to think about the value of it. If I know, because I know 100,000s may be a little hard, but I know if I had a 7 in the hundreds place, then it would be worth 700. But this time I have a 7 in the 100,000s place. So instead of it being worth 700, it would actually be worth 700,000. So I'm going to write my 7, and then everything else behind the 7 turns into a 0. Okay, so now we were able to see the 1 is worth 10, the 8 was worth 8,000, and our 7 is worth 700,000. So now it's going to be your job. Now I'm giving you 2 minutes. Can you find the digit and the value for our hundreds place, our 10,000s place, and our ones place? So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and you're going to go back to your Nearpod link, and you are going to do those 3 problems independently so that I can see how I can help you. If you need help at any time, let us know. You can use your raise hand feature and submit it. So let me see. Glenn, absolutely amazing, Glenn. Great job. Let's see who else is getting it in. So Jeremiah, go back. So we want to put the value. Don't forget to put the value, Jeremiah. You only wrote the digit. We want to see the value. So Jeremiah, go back and edit your work. I want to see the value. Don't forget. Yes, good job. Thank you for going back in. Omir, great job. Yes, that 4. You got your 4 correct. Make sure you finish your hundreds. Let me see who else is doing a good job. Okay. Devin, good job. You can go ahead and submit yours, Devin. Antonio, I cannot see that. Go back and you can use the text box because I can't see that, Antonio. I don't know what you're doing over there. Let me see. Good job. Let me I can turn on that music. Thank you, Antonio, because I sure couldn't read that. And let me know. So remember, if you need help, use your raise hand feature, and myself or Miss Fresh will be able to help you. Darnell, were you able to get the code? Okay, I see you got in. Kimura, I'm not seeing you in, Kimura. If you're not in, you're not getting a participation grade, ma'am. So this is not a time for you to sit back and chill. This is a time for you to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. So yeah, I'm confused about why you're not in Nearpod yet. I'm gonna drop the code one more time and get in and submit your work. If you need help, you can say that you need help, but we're not just sitting waiting and watching everybody else. Because if you're not submitting any work, that technically that means you weren't here today. Yes, Kalia.
So, what three are we supposed to be finishing?
You're doing the hundreds place, the ones place, and the 10,000s place.
Okay. Please.
So, Kimura, I just dropped that link in there again. So go ahead in there and get logged in so you can get your participation grade for the day. Thank you. Remember, y'all, I'm not asking y'all to be perfect or get anything correct, but I am asking you to do your best. Keon, hi, Keon. Make sure you're staying in if possible. Hey, Elise. I'm dropping in our Nearpod again. We're going over place value, guys. So if you're just getting logged in, please make sure that you're going ahead and clicking that link so that you can follow along with us. I really do appreciate everybody that is trying their best. Thank you, Kalia, for asking your questions. Let me see who else submitted. Yes, good job, Taylor. I got yours. Omir, great job. I got yours as well. That is much better. Thank you, Antonio.
What did you say?
Let me see. What's your hey Elise. There's a Nearpod code in the chat. So we're working together using that Nearpod code. So all you have to do is click that link and then put your name in and they'll show you which screen we're in.
Okay.
The Kalia, I'll write it for you. The ones place. Hundred and
It's not coming up, Miss Baker. It keeps filtering.
Okay. What does it say?
It's loading. It's loading.
Okay, it might take a second. If it doesn't work, then you can go to www.nearpod.com and then you will put the code and I'll type the code for you. So try both. So give it a sec. So if the link doesn't work, go to nearpod.com and then put the code LFCNH. And then if it works, then just let me know in the chat box, okay?
Okay, you put the code in the chat box?
Yes, I did. I put both of them. I put the link and I put the website with the code. All right, let me check and see how everybody else is doing. All right, good job. We getting it in and submitted. Great job. All right, so we're going to review the rest of the problems that we did together. And then, so that was standard form. So we worked on standard form, but this second part was able to help us as we move into expanded form. Yes, I got yours, Shamiri. It did pop up, so no worries. I got it. And so one second, I'm gonna copy in the chat so you all can see our vocabulary. Oh, that wasn't the right thing. Okay, here we go. And then I'm also going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. But so that's our vocabulary. So we did standard form. So standard form we shows each digit in a number. But now we're going to use what we just practiced to help us with expanded form. And so expanded form shows the value of each digit added together. So now, let me pull this up. And hopefully, let me know, Miss Fresh, are y'all able to see my Nearpod screen?
Not yet. We'll just see the chat.
Okay, so let me quit the chat, quit sharing, and then, okay. Now it should be able to be showing. Okay, great. So now somebody help me out. What did you guys write for the hundreds? Raise your hand. So we had for the hundreds place, what did you all write? We have our digit 2 in the hundreds place. How much was that 2 worth?
Devin, you ready? I saw your hand shoot up first.
Yes.
How much is our 2 worth, Devin?
200.
200. And then what about what digit is in our 10,000s place, Devin?
Let me see.
So we can start. That's a good thing.
5.
That's
5.
5 in our 10,000s. Let's start. Let's start over. So we have the ones place, the tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and then the 100,000s. So what digit is in our 10,000s place? One more time. Are you able to see it, Devin?
No.
Okay, so we have our 4 right here in our 10,000s place. So if we have a 4 in the 10,000s place, well, we know if that 4 was just in the tens place, it would be worth 40. But this time it's in the 10,000s place, so it would be worth 40,000. So if we're looking at our definitions of standard form versus our word form, our expanded form, if I say write 748,215 in expanded form, I would write the value of each digit. So starting right here with the hundreds place, we see that the hundreds place is worth 700,000. So I'm going to write 700,000. And we're going to add them together. Plus our 4 that's in the 10,000s place, which was worth 40,000. So remember, this is expanded form because we can see the value of each digit. Next, remember we wrote that the 8, which was in the thousands place, was worth 8,000. And then we had our 2, which Devin told us that 2 was worth 200. We have that 1 that is in the tens place and it's worth 10. And then lastly, we can fill in our blank. We have that 5 that's in the ones place. And so that if we have 5 ones, that means it's worth 5. So plus 5. So right here we have standard form, and then at the top we have expanded form where we can see the value of each digit. So this was our quick review on our place value and standard form and expanded form. So I'm going to give you a chance to do an independent practice. So I'm going to do the first one with you guys. So it says 300,000. So that means I have a 3 in our 100,000s place, a 7 in our 10,000s place because we have 7 10,000s. We have a 6 in our thousands place, We have 800, so that means we have an 8 in our hundreds place. We have 110, and then we have 4 ones. Can somebody raise their hand and tell me how will we read this number? Miss Fresh, let me know who we have that raised their hand. Who haven't we heard of yet?
Shamiri.
Yes.
I hope I
Yes.
said it right, sweetie.
Shamiri, help me read this number. And remember, you can chunk the number to help you. So look at that 376 first and think about what family it's in. Go ahead, Shamiri.
So I'm supposed to say it regular or
Yep,
something
you're
else?
reading it. Read it in standard form.
Okay. The number is 300,000. Wait, no, 376,814.
Great job. And Shamiri, what I just loved the most was you realized you said, oh, wait, let me start over. And you said it correctly. You did it just the right way. So we say it all together first. It's 376,814. Shout out to you. I'm so proud of you, Shamiri. Great job. So now everybody, I'm not going to ask you to do the last question. Just do number 2. Go ahead on your own Nearpod screen. Go ahead and write that number in standard form. Go ahead and write your number in standard form and then press submit when you have done number 2. Thank you to those that I already see. Jeremiah is over there working. Great job, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, the third one tricked you though. So look at yours. You said you have the 10,000s place, the thousands, the hundreds place. If you want to try to do number 3 is a tricky question though. Let me see. Devin, I got yours. Great job. Let me see who else is. Darnell, you want to write it in standard form now. So write it. So I should see numbers. So edit it, Darnell. So I just need to see. So look at my example. I'll share my screen again so that you can see. So Darnell, see right here how I wrote it in standard form? This is how you need to translate your numbers into standard form for me. Yep, good job, Lakaya. Good job, Glenn. Thank you. Amir, where you at? Amir, Kamora. I'm not seeing that you all have completed it. I told you this is not the time for you to chill. You need to at least try. I'm not asking anybody for perfection. You need to be trying. So when I say independent work, it's time for you to do it independently. We're not just sitting there. Because if you don't try, then that means I don't know what you need help with. Thank you, Kamora. Thank you. Shamiri, Elise, I see you in. Great job. Antonio, I got yours. Even though number 3 was tricky, some of y'all. Good job, Taylor. All right, so that was just our independent practice and our review of all of your 4th grade standards from last year. Like I said, next week we're going to be getting into decimal, guys. So as you get older, the numbers are going to get bigger. But I'll give you all a place value chart tomorrow to work on, as well as your multiplication charts to help you get ready for next week. Are there any questions before you guys take your lunch break? You can use your raise your hand feature if you have any questions right now. Okay, so I will see you guys back tomorrow at 10:30. Make sure you're coming in on time at 10:30 so that you don't miss anything. I appreciate all of the hard work that you guys are doing. I know it may seem hard and sometimes you might forget, but that's what me and Miss Fresh are here for. So enjoy your lunch. Don't forget to return to Mr. White at 12:15. At 12:15, you are going to go to Mr. White. I love y'all. See you tomorrow.